Everybody, we're doing Halloween month with scary games, and today we have a game where you're trying to get into the most scariest, dangerous house in America, and that is the White House. Woo! And you can become the president. Ah! With all that power, he or she, they, whoever becomes president, is probably the most scariest person in the country. Because, first of all, one, they have half the country not liking them to start with. Two, they have all that power. And our Constitution has checks and balances in it. But the problem with the Constitution with the checks and balances is Congress is not doing their job at checking and balancing the president enough. The Supreme Court is not doing their job at checking and balancing the president enough. That makes the president, plus the president has control over the military. Scary. He's commander-in-chief. And there's so many laws and rules. The president also gets to appoint all these unelected politicians and all these unelected offices of all these government agencies. So scary. It's scary. The presidency is the most scariest, dangerous position that you could possibly have. Then you gotta worry about people trying to kill you and stuff. On top of all that. Because it's so powerful. And as we know, absolute power corrupts absolutely. So Congress, politicians, they've been in office so many years, and they're career politicians. They start getting to the point where they think they have absolute power, and that makes them absolute power corrupts absolutely. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether you're a Democrat or Republican. It's still super scary job. It's the most scariest job in the world. Because you got half the country don't like you to start with, just about. And the other half the country likes you, but then if you don't keep your promises, they're not going to like you either. It's such a scary position to be in. And then you have to deal with all these other politicians, and you have to appoint all these people, and every move you make is scrutinized. The other side's going to use every move you make to go against you. The other side, whatever side is not your political party, your political party, if you do anything that they don't approve of, that they disagree with, they're gonna scrutinize you. So it's like the most scariest job you could have, because no matter what you do, you can't please everybody. And your approval ratings go up and down like daily and stuff. So it's scary. Scary. Be afraid. Be very, very, very afraid of whoever the next president will be. Always be scared of the presidency. And people spend billions of dollars to try to become the presidency, the president. The most fearful, scary, powerful, dangerous job in the world. The president, at least the United States anyway. Anyway, that's been a long introduction. So, it's the White House game. Unfortunately, it's another game where it looks like it's another one of them games where it's trivia or you're trying to win the presidency. I'm still looking for a game where you get to play the presidency after you've already won it. There is that one game, which can be played solo, which is pretty cool. I kind of need to buy that game. But I would also like a game where, you know, that's a great slogan. Anyway, so we got the White House game. Have you ever dreamed of being the most powerful person in the world? Isn't just being that just sounds dangerous and scary? The most powerful person in the world. Stop dreaming and play the White House game. The winner becomes president of the United States of America in their dreams and in the game, not in real life. In the White House game, each player becomes a candidate for the nation's highest office. You have $700 million in campaign funds. So use your political... Well, at least in this particular game, they actually... They make you spend money. So this one's a little more... This one's a little better than some of them. Maybe, because in this one it actually brings about the fact that you gotta spend money. I wonder if you can make money in this game. So use your political skills and cunning. That's scary, using cunning. To plan an election strategy that will win the confidence of the country. Actually, if you're going to be 100% truly honest about that, you're only going to win the confidence of maybe at best a fourth of the country, because at least half the country doesn't vote or can't vote. And then you got to win half the people who do votes. The White House game is an exciting and realistic rerun. I'll be the judge of that, because I've ran for president before. No, I'm just... I've been president before. No, I'm president of my own company. Yeah. Let's put it that way. Rerun of America's unique electoral process. The game is for 2 to 3 players. You mean you could actually run an independent in this game? Which never win in real life, but maybe will in this game. Age 10 to adult. Takes an hour and a half to 2 hours to play. Meaning you could find out who wins an election on election eve before the election is over with on an election eve night, because those people, they go all night until they tell you who actually won. You could play this game like multiple times, probably. This, and you could play a couple of other presidential election games. You can determine faster than CNN, Fox News, and MSNBC, and CBS all together. Find out. Yeah. Is generally exciting and educational. Well, anytime they tell you that, how would they know unless this is the second printing and people actually said, hey, by the way, this is actually generally exciting and educational. Manufactured in the USA. Good old USA manufacturing. Yeah. Makes the perfect gift for, I don't know, your wannabe politician in the family. I don't know. Or your big political activist in the family. I don't know who it makes the perfect gift for. So prepare your acceptance speech. Or your concession speech. And enjoy the White House game, America's most American new board game. I don't know if it's new or not. Probably not that new. I mean, it can't be that new when it shows the Mississippi state flag still having the stars and bars. Not the Confederate. By the way, this is the battle flag. The stars and bars is the battle flag, not the Confederate flag. By the way, the Confederate flag is actually another flag altogether. This is the rebel battle flag. It is not the official Confederate States of America's flag. So it can't be that old new, because they've changed their flag since then, because Mississippi felt that they should change their flag because of all the racism and past history of the battle flag of the Confederate States. That would be like the United States of America changing our whole entire flag because we wanted to cater to Britain. We want to cater to England, so we're going to change our flag. Because all the us kicking their butt in the Revolutionary War. It's stupid. But there is a law on the books. There's the unwritten law on the books. That actually it is a written law. There's a written law on the books that state for any state flag or federal flag, you can use any past flag as a citizen. You are allowed to use any of the past flags of your state. So if your state ever changes the flag and you don't like it, you can still fly the old state flag that you do like. Or if you don't like, say, the 50-star flag and you want to fly the original 13-star flag, you got the right to fly that one too. And it's legal, and nobody can do anything about it. Haha. So, if you just want to show the star and bars on your Mississippi state flag, go on, Mississippians. Go on. And if you California, by the way, California, since you're becoming communist and socialist, can y'all please change your name of your state from the Republic of California? Thank you. Texas doesn't even call themselves the Republic of Texas when they used to be. The White House game. Want to be president? Not really. Everybody I know who's become president, they went in with nice hair and they came out with gray. So, I don't want to messing up my hair. So if I become president, I'm just going to shave my whole head bald-headed and keep it shaved bald-headed. That way, my hair won't turn gray. Ha ha! Then someone will be like, that guy's got bald head. He's white. He looks like a skinhead. Or something. It don't matter. Like I said in the comments earlier, it don't matter what you do as president. Somebody's going to not like it. You're going to get all kinds of clout for it all over the internet and the social media and the news and all kinds of junk. The White House game has all the fun and suspense of the campaign trail in your very own living room. Or whatever room you want to play it. If you want to play it in the bedroom and, have some nice board game foreplay as your foreplay, that's fine. If you want to play it in a bathroom, maybe while taking a bath, that's okay. It's your game. Play it where you want to play it. If you want to take it somewhere else, like to the park and play it, again, play it where you want to play it. Or take it to your friend's house, or take it to someone else's house. Use your skills wisely, and you very well could be the next president of the world's leading republic. Man. We are a representative democracy. That's called a republic. I have got to fix this rule. So, there's a guy I follow, he's called Board Game Hackers. He likes to hack board games. And what he does is, when he finds a mistake in a game, he fixes it. And he claims that there's a mistake. So, here you go, democracy. There's the first mistake in the whole entire game. Democracy. That needs to be X'd out because America is not a democracy. It is a republic. R-E-P-U-B-L-I-C. Republic. There. Fixed it. It's my game. I can fix it. So here's all these rules. It says the White House game is an exciting challenge between 2 or 3 players. You know that independent player? Me, who actually plays as the independent candidate in all these games. is going to win. But in real life, they lose every time. Who each act out the race to become the next United States president. As the presidential candidate, do you simply put your time and $700 million of campaign funds into the largest states, hoping to win the most votes? No, don't do that. Don't waste your money on the large states. Go to the small states. No one ever does that. And you know, if you win all the small states, you'd win the election, regardless of if you got any of the big states. It's a campaign strategy nobody's ever tried. Maybe someone should try it sometime. Hoping to win the most votes, or do you strategically target the smaller states? Which nobody does, by the way. And what are your opponents doing, and can you outmaneuver them? The game is for people aged 10 and over, and along the way you will learn a lot about the US of A, unique electoral process, and about the world's leading... Dadgummit! They did it again! They wrote democracy again when it's republic, R-E-P-U-B-L-I-C. Why do they keep picking these drag queens? Man, this Weakest Link show keeps picking drag queens. I think those are the weakest links. Drag queens, LGBTQ community. Definitely the weakest link. AIM, an electoral college made up of 538 delegates, the same amount as congressmen. Actually elects the U.S. president. Each state is assigned. And in the history of the United States, there's only been a few times where a delegate has actually picked the opposite president, the opposite person, than the state actually wanted them to pick. Usually that doesn't happen. Anyway. Hey, I just told you that represents the same number of members of Congress. I told you it before you told them. I win, you lose. Every state currently elects 2 senators and at least 1 member of the House of Representatives. Actually, currently, I believe there's not a single state that doesn't have at least 3 electoral votes. So they all elect at least 3 members of the House of Representatives. In the current electoral process, the candidate who wins the largest number of votes statewide wins all the delegates being sent to the Electoral College. Most of the time. But a delegate can choose not to go for his state. This is why the Electoral College is wrong. The Electoral College needs to be split. There's only one state that splits the Electoral College. Oh, 2 states, my bad. So to be elected the United States President, one candidate must win 270 Electoral College delegates. I'm reading you about why the Electoral College, and I'm sneezing because the Electoral College system is bullcrap. It should either be split like the 2 states do, and no winner take all, or it should be determined based off of districts. There are 538 districts in the United States. Each district, okay, say Memphis went to the Democrat, for example. That would give the Democrat 1 electoral vote because Memphis has its own district. And then say any other place that has another district, again, gets its own votes. That way, it would not only stop the bigger states from controlling the narrative, but it would stop the bigger cities from controlling the states. See, the bigger cities control the state, and then the biggest states control the country through the Electoral College system. My system would eliminate that by making every electoral district be 1 electoral college vote, and then boom. So you would, if you won the majority in your district, you would then win that one vote. Fixing the whole system. In the current... this game is old because I don't think Montana only has one electoral vote. Anyway, let's see, where was it? One candidate. Number of votes statewide wins all the delegates being sent to the electoral college. So to be elected U.S. president, one candidate must win 270 electoral college delegates, which is just greater than half. In the event of no single candidate winning an outright majority, then the House of Reps select a president. Note, 2 states do not follow the winner-take-all approach to the electoral college. One is Washington State and the other Virginia. But for the purposes of this game only, these 2 states are the same as the rest. Oh, come on! Can't you make concessions somehow in the game to make it a split? I just want them to like make a game where the electoral college is split. I mean, there's one way to do it, and that would be... well, there is one interesting way to do it, and that would be to have double the pieces and see if you can win both. I don't know. There'd be a way to do it. There's got to be a way to do it. You got to be a way to do it in the game. The Improviders, Provide and Conquer, theimproviders.com. Game designed by the Improviders, Provide and Conquer. Alright, so that's enough 20 minutes of gibbering my jaws. What is all these things not in the actual... so it comes with 6 dice so that you don't have to share dice. I love that. That's amazing. Thank you for coming up with all these dice so you don't have to share dice. That's just... you're awesome. But why didn't y'all stick these different cards? You got independent cards, you got Republican cards, and you got Democrat cards. Don't know why they didn't just stick... so in these cards you have like boost cards. You have campaign cash cards, so you get more money. You get more points. Tit list. Oh wait, let's go. Timber! So, we also have, of course, all the cards are pretty much the same, whether they're for Democrats, Republicans, or Independents, which is sucky. You named the movie, not the character. They asked you for the character, not the movie, you doofuses. The weakest link that shows you why direct democracy doesn't work. So there's an American flag on the end of it. They gave them these bags and then they didn't use them to actually put the stuff in. Instead, they tried to put these rubber bands, which broke. So, looks like there's 3 separate boards with all the states on them. You have, of course, the Republican strategy board, which has, again, all 50 states on it. 51 technically, because it has District of Columbia, which for some unknown reason we let them have an electoral vote or some crap. I don't understand why. It's a district, it's not a state. So, and it typically goes left. I don't know why. Then of course you have the exactly the same sheet. Why they got the Republicans blue? See, this is back when they used to think the Republicans were blue and the Democrats were red. So we know this game is old. I'm just trying to figure out what the date of this game is, because this game is definitely old. Because I really wish they had put a copyright date on this thing. They didn't even put a copyright date on this thing. I'm gonna have to look up this company when I get done with this video. Then of course they got the Independent, which they got it in white. So patriotic, red, white, and blue. But Republicans are red now, Democrats are blue now, and the Independents, they usually use a gold for the Libertarian, green for the Green Party, and I guess they could use white for all the independents. But there's multiple independent parties. That's the problem. There's multiple third parties. Then we have this. Shoot! Damn it. Which also has. Hey, shoo! Dang gum. Which also has all the states' flags on there. So if you want to learn the different state flags, here we are. We're going to learn the different state flags. Alaska. Why are they not in alphabetical? Okay. I'm about to say A, B, C, D. I'm about to say, why are they not in? So I guess they're in alphabetical order, because Alabama, Arkansas, Alaska, Arizona, California, DC, Colorado. But here's the problem. Y'all should have been in alphabetical order. Down, 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 down. Not. Anyway, I'm just going to show you one quarter at a time. So we got Alabama, California, Alaska, DC, Colorado, Idaho, Florida, Kansas, Illinois, Maryland, Kentucky, Mississippi, Massachusetts on that side. And then over here, wait, is that Mississippi? Yeah, that is Mississippi. Then over here we have Arkansas, Arizona, Delaware, Connecticut, Hawaii, Georgia. See, Hawaii has the British flag on it. Iowa, Indiana, Maine, Louisiana, Minnesota, Michigan, and Nebraska. Then we have Montana, New Mexico, New Jersey, North Dakota, Ohio, Rhode Island, Pennsylvania, my good old state of Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, Washington, and Wyoming. And then, of course, if we move it over here, damn, camera, stay still. We have Missouri, Nevada, New Hampshire, New York, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Oregon, South Carolina, South Dakota, Utah, Vermont, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. And some of the states pretty much just have their state seal is pretty much in the middle of their state. Like, so that was the game. That was unboxing the game. If you stayed for the whole 30 flipping minutes, you're awesome. Remember, God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Keep on gaming. Like, comment, subscribe, share. You want to come over and try to win the presidency against me? Have a great, wonderful day. The White House has fallen. Y'all see that movie? About the series of Olympus has fallen, White House has fallen, or White House down, and all that good stuff. Good movies. Go watch it. Choose the White House. Comment down below, like, just one thing you would do if you were president of the United States. Like, one executive order you would make. Later.